Hey everyone, welcome back to Text Junction. In today's video, we're going to talk about two fundamental concepts. One is data type and another one is variable. If you are just starting out with coding or even if you need a refresh, this video will clear up the things. So let's get started. First up, let's talk about the data types. So data types are used to represent the types of data or information we're going to use in our program. For example, if you want to store a number, you will use a numeric data type like integer or double. But if you want to store a text, you will use a data type like string. So in most programming languages, including Java, it's mandatory to declare a data type before you create a variable. Why? Because the data type tells the computer how much memory to allocate and what kind of operations can be performed on that data. Let me give an example. So here integer is a data type and age is a variable. Okay. And we're going to say that the variable age will store the integer value 25. Now let's move to the variable. A variable is simply a piece of memory where we store the information. Okay. You can think of it like a box that holds the data. But here is the key. A variable always has to be assigned a data type. You can't just have a floating variable with no information about what kind of data is going to store. So basically there are two types of data types. One is primitive and another one is non-primitive data type. So in this video, we will cover primitive data types. So these type of data types are built-in, predefined and directly understood by the language. Okay. That means they are the foundation upon which all the data is stored in the program. The first we have is boolean data type, then byte, then char, then short, then integer type of data type, then long, float and double. These are the primitive data types. So let's see one by one. First up we have the boolean data type. The boolean type can hold only two values, true or false. It's generally used when we make a decision or when dealing with a condition in our code. Next we have the byte data type. So a byte can store whole number between minus 128 to 127. Okay. And it's typically used when we want to save memory in a large arrays. Next is the short data type. So short data type can store the number between minus 32,768 to plus 32,767. And it is similar to the byte but with a wider range of values. The next we have is int, which is short for integer. This is the most commonly used data type for storing whole number. The int can store value that you can see on the screen, and you will see int used almost everywhere when dealing with the numbers. Moving next, we have long data type. So it is used for storing even larger whole number beyond the capacity of integer. Okay. The range of value for long is huge and that you can see on the screen. So here one thing we have to keep in mind, we should not forget to add L at the end of the number that you are going to add when working with this long data type. Next we have is float data type, and this float data type is generally used to store the decimal numbers. Okay, but it is less precise than our next data type that we are going to see. Its value range is unlimited and it is generally recommended when we have to save the memory in large arrays of floating points. So the next we have is double, the most precise data type for storing decimals. So the decimal can handle decimal points with more precision than float. This is usually the go-to data type when dealing with the fractions or real numbers. And finally, we have the char data type. So this data type is used to store single character like letters or symbols. Okay, the example you can see on the screen, we have saved the letter A using the char data type. So let's wrap up today's video on types of data type in Java. I hope this helped and clarify how and when to use each of these data type in your code. If you found this video useful, don't forget to hit like and subscribe to Text Junction for more insightful videos. If you have any questions or suggestions for future videos, drop a comment below. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.